So right now I'm inside the Artistly dashboard. We all are familiar about this, right? So we have two options, as you know, fast and advanced. If you come inside the fast, you have something really interesting that we didn't have before. And we have something called consistent object. And this is game changer, guys. This is a game changer. Okay. Now imagine, right? And I'll tell you how much money you can demand for this kind of service. What's the actual value of it? What's the real life result of it for people who are using this? And what's the strategic and unique way of using this and providing this as a service or doing it for yourself? It's game changer, guys. Okay. So for the first time ever, you can instantly, so we had this request, a lot of feedback from you guys that we have train your own AI, which basically helps you instantly train AI with your own photo, with your own face and stuff like that, right? That's cool. That's good, right? But we want objects, right? We need e-com product, we need bottles, mugs, ebooks, bags, covers, toys, blah, blah, right? So for the first time ever, we have it. You can instantly train AI with your own objects, and you can transport your products in one click to any place, any location, any placement, any desire. So you can save big money of clients in expensive photo shoots, and you can create and these ads and these designs like in seconds, right? What used to take hours, days, and even weeks in planning and shooting. So this is game changer, guys, right? All you have to do is very simple, right? Come to the consistent objects, right? And then what you have to do, I got some designs over with me. You have to upload, like I have this design, right? So you have to upload your design. Let me just upload that. So you have to upload your design, and then, okay, so once again, by the way, I'm going to share my screen and just checking if you have any questions for me. All right, good. Awesome. So all you have to do basically is upload your designs, right? And then what you can do is you can just, let me just show you 1 second. I think I misplaced my 1 second. Let me share my screen again. All right, there we go. Awesome, perfect. So yeah, there you go. Oops, yeah, this is screen. So what you can do is you just like I uploaded this, steel cup and all that. Now let's say I want this cup on the kitchen table, right? So what I would do on the kitchen table, right? And I hit, you can select the dimension you want. So let's say I want to create an ad or specific, right? I will just say on the kitchen table, I want it on the, these are some examples and these some previous examples before, right? This is on the office table. This is on like a kitchen table and all that, all stuff like that. Let me show you one more again, right? While this is getting generated, let me also show you another example. All you have to do, guys, all you have to do is just upload an image, or you can select any design that you want, right? So for example, if you already designed something using image designer or using stuff like that, anything that you have in your library, you can use it. For example, I'm just gonna, let's say, use it this example, and I can say, for example, on the cafe table or on the beach, in the mountains, wherever you want, any fancy location, idea, placement, anything you want, you can have it over there, right? And that's the beauty, right? So now the another thing that it helps you, right? The one thing that it helps you a lot is you can literally prompt here, right? For example, let me just choose the design once again. Instead of a zipper, we can choose like a bag or something. Let's say this is the bag, and I want this bag on the, on the bench, right, in the garden, on the bench in the garden, right? And you can exactly have that by just uploading the design and by giving the prompt. Is that clear to you guys? Is that clear to you? Let me know in the comment section, right? Can you design, so design copyright will be yours, right? Because you're updating your own product, you're uploading your own product, so obviously copyright belongs to you. Now, if the client wants it, the client asks for it, right? Then you can show multiple examples and all that, and that's a power, right? Now, we just does not stop there, right? For example, you can now take these and get it inside the for example, I'm going to show you that. You can take that inside the advanced AI image designer, and you can create and generate like ads from that, right? Let me show you some real life examples, right? One second. Let me just show you that. So, for example, right, I'm going to show you all these real life examples that gain massive success out of this, right? For example, this is the ad, right? This is the ad from this company called Humane, right? Now, if you see, this one got like 2,500 likes. 200. This is an ad. This is called an ad, okay? Where it's a call to action button, right? Where there was this product of theirs. It's set on the location. It is set on the an object or the thing, and then all you can do is I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. There's a headline, and there is something like that, and you can run this kind of ads that are working, right? And exactly these kind of ads gives you basically for these kind of ads you can charge a lot of money for clients on a recurring basis because they need ongoing sales, right? You see that, right? That's exact t-shirt markup, for example, right? So perfect. You've got like 10,000 likes, and another example would be this one got like 33,000 likes, bare minimum, right? It's a markup itself, a unique markup that shows an idea, that gives an idea. Pretty cool, right? Look, this is from another company called, so that's the thing, right? People want it, businesses need it. This is the exact framework. Basic user generated style of concepts and designs are getting all the rage, right? Another example I want to show you, right? This lady did something really interesting that took my, so you can create these exact designs like this. I'm going to show you that. But what she did is just she created some Amazon finds and all that, and she dried those people. For example, if I click on shop now, she's sending those people to an Amazon affiliate commission storefront, right? So very interesting, right? She does not hold any inventory. She does not hold, because she know, right? She knew that okay, there's a Valentine Day decor happening, so she maximizing on that, right? It's already got like 1,800 likes. Love all this, so many items. So discuss with Amazon, blah blah blah, and people are engaging with that, right? That's the smart play people are having, right? With these unique design. Another example I want to show you. This is from a company called Capital One Shopping, right? Basic image, basic post, right? If you're going to buy plane tickets, read this. You don't know how to create this image for that, right? I can literally take this image, go to like we have mirror magics and everything, right? Working in the in our application, you can take this, have an idea, and from an idea to creation, you can do this. And these basic things, right? Capital One, that big companies are using ads like this. I want to show you another one, right? Basic, right? What it is, it's a close-up shot of an senior man. So right now, what's happening in the ads landscape, right? Your ad should not look like an ad. That's the philosophy, right? That's the name of the game. That's the principle. That's the secret sauce, right? Now, this does not look like an ad. This is a normal profile. What it is, it's like meet like-minded singles who support your active lifestyle a lot, right? It started on 1st of January, already got 4,400 likes, and there are people signing off. So these companies, whether it's an e-commerce company, whether it's a local business, whether it's a startup, whether it's a technology company, whether it's anything, they want these kind of creative ideas, right? By themselves, they could not do that, right? Because they lack that information, right? Look at that. This one was from maga.com, right? Where there was this markup, there's this t-shirt, and this is from on this guy, right? Pretty simple. We can clearly say this is an AI generated photo if we cannot, because it shows that. But yeah, nobody cares, right? Got 10,000 likes. Yes, it's the time. I love it. Agree. And they're sending it to the website, right? I'm going to show you another example, right? Which is from a very big company called Think, right? Which is just like a cute cat holding a let's say this what do you call this board, or this what do you call this, like blank paper, right? and has some words on it, right? I'm going to exactly show you how you can create all these kind of designs, right? But the idea needs to be understood, which is your ad does not seem to like an ad where it has a lot of moving elements and moving pieces. It should be straightforward, to the point, and as raw as possible. People love that. Social media is rawness, right? Like it's just shot from someone's phone, right? This photo, you can exactly generate stuff like this, right? Or this, or this, or this, right? This was from a very big company, from for a developer's mastermind. It's basic, right? It's like a fun thing. Hate leaving for work, learn Python and work remote. Simple messages and simple ideas sells more than complicated messages and promotional designs, right? Is that clear to you guys, right? So let me know if that's the idea, right? Because a lot of people, one second, because a lot of people get confused, like, okay, yes, the issue is, like, I create these ads, I create these images, but I'm not getting any traction. Like, I do all this, but things are not coming, or not hitting the numbers that I want, or the traction I want. But the idea is, you need to understand that where we are advertising these on, and what are we doing with them, right? On this clear, it's very clear that we want them on social media, for social media, and or ads, and right now the name of the game for ads and for social media is it should not look like an ad. Because how many times you skip an ad because it looked like an ad, but you paid attention, even though it's an ad, but it looked very raw, raw, natural, real, authentic, not so polished, but really have some keen, realistic elements to that. Like, do you agree with me, guys, with that? Type yes in the chat box. Do you
advanced section of Artistly, okay, using mirror magic, which we will cover shortly. But with the mirror magic feature, it is a very powerful feature where you can take any image and you can use AI to update it or recreate it or enhance it or modify that graphic that has been made. Okay, so any image off the internet. And don't worry, we will go through some of this, so do not worry whatsoever. Okay. So coming back to Artistly now, first and foremost, if we come to the fast AI image section, okay, this is the key thing when it comes to the e-com element that we're covering. This with Artistly, it's got so many different, different functions for it, and a great thing. E-commerce, as you know, is such a huge thing. Now, when you think e-commerce, if it was me giving you this training, it would ideally be create digital products. It's the fastest, most inexpensive way of maximizing your revenue. You're probably thinking, well, what do you mean, Ali? It doesn't make sense. You're talking about e-commerce now. You're talking about digital marketing. Which one is it? Now, what's interesting is things have changed so much. Life's become so much easier. And why do I say that? There are platforms out there, which I'm going to show you, that are going to cover all your overheads. Yeah, they are. You're not going to need to order excessive thousands and thousands of dollars worth of inventory. You don't need no stock. You don't need no warehouses. You don't need to pay utility bills for the maintenance, or whatever licensing fees from the local council, whoever it may be. When it comes to e-commerce, typically you'll see with certain items or products, when it comes to e-commerce, you need to put so much money up front. You need to get a store, and you need now to do marketing and all of that stuff. And sometimes you make no money at all. Okay, people used to do like Amazon FBA and all these things. Yes, some people made money, but the real money, one of the methods how they made money was selling courses, isn't it? All right, instead of digging for gold yourself, they were just selling the shovel, essentially. Okay, but I'm going to show you the new way, the updated, the more advanced way, especially by leveraging, especially leveraging Artistly and the brand new features that are there. Okay, so anyone that so I want to make this very clear. because we did mention this before, and I understand sometimes there can be frustrations with this. There have been updates going on where we are ramping a lot of these things up, especially with, I think at the moment, some of you may experience, not everybody, but some of you may experience um, a delay with mirror magic. Okay, so that's been there's updates that have been addressed to that to make it more beefy, and we're adding other elements. So some of you may experience some delays with that. However, for majority, it should be fine. And as you know, everything's always consistently working. There's no issues whatsoever. So if you are on the likeness and you want that kind of reassurance, just let support know, and we can make sure we can test everything and make sure everything's working for you. However, everything should be fine. So coming back to consistent objects, this is going to be the really important point. So I want you to imagine there's so much stock out there, whether you're trying to sell a mug, a t-shirt, maybe a flask like Yash showed, maybe a bag, maybe some kind of apparel, maybe any kind of merchandise. So you can imagine when you got these, there's so many products you can create. There's a catalog, isn't it? Okay, and here's some pictures on the screen right now. Look, you've got a little teddy there. You've got a bag, a flask, a bag, and a bottle. Okay. So you can create all of this stuff. And the important point is here that, yeah, you can upload it. So imagine if you have a client, right? They can give you the image and you can actually upload it directly and you can make those changes. Bearing in mind, there are more updates coming to this. So please be patient because this is only going to get better, first and foremost. Okay. Second, you can select personal design. So what I would do right now, if you are going to use the consistent object function, if you're uploading, great. However, if you want to start from scratch, no problem. Let's go to the AI image designer. This is where I guess the first part of the magic happens, and this will tie into the element of selling by the e-commerce method. There's kind of what I like to call the done for you solution. And I think Reed made a very important point that when you have zero overhead, our profit margin is infinite. Okay. And Reed, talking from experience, I've owned a brick and mortar store. Paying rent is not fun. It's not. It's not fun if your business is not generating revenue. More specifically, it may be generating revenue, but if it's just breaking even, you're not really running a business, if that makes sense. And sometimes it's not the case that it's not a good business. The social, well, the economical, social eco reasons surrounding, things are changing, whether it's the currency, what the governments are doing, all of that. I'm not going to get into that, but you can understand wages are now stagnant. They haven't been going up for like 10 or 15 years or whatever it may be, but taxes and prices and all of the other expenses are going higher while your salary is staying low. So it becomes very, very hard. So we're trying to eliminate that. We're trying to make things easier and show you strategies how you can actually maximize things using the power of the internet, more specifically in conjunction with apps such as Artistly. Okay. So if I come to write the prompt here, so imagine now I want to create something. Let's say I want to create a bag. Okay. Let's go. Create a nice red leather bag. For me, I would go for photorealistic. Let's go for prompt enhancer, customize settings. Why would I go to customize settings? Because I want to make as many variations as possible. So I can go to 4 in terms of quantity. Now, I can change dimensions, shapes, etc., etc. I'm not going to do that. I can change different lighting, mood. And for those that are already aware of it, I understand. So I appreciate your patience, but there will be many of you watching that haven't seen this or would like a little bit more of an input. So I'll just quickly show or touch upon it. So you can customize and modify the design that you create, whether it's the lighting, the mood of it, the color palette, the perspective, the environment, the composition. Okay. Now, some of it sounds complicated, but it really isn't. So I would say go ahead, obviously, after the conclusion of today and enjoy it, make variations, see which one you like, because you may have a particular style that caters for your palette. Okay, so the prompt here, create a nice red leather bag. Here you can see I can edit that prompt. I can put more instructions in that. But for this, let's keep this simple. Create a nice red leather bag. Excuse the spelling. And let's go to generate. Bearing in mind, it's gonna generate 4 versions. Now I could create a flask, a mug, a cup, maybe a mouse mat, maybe some kind of some kind of merchandise that I can easily do. But for this, let's just say I've created a bag. Okay, I'm just trying to demonstrate the power of doing this, or some of the sequence of events you would do, especially when it comes to consistent objects. So right now you can see, look, I've got some nice variations of bags as you would expect. I come over to consistent objects, and then, like Yash mentioned, you can do personal design. You go to your design and you upload and you select, and then it'll give you another prompt where you can train it. Where do you want that to appear? So you're probably thinking, okay, I know Yash has covered it. I get that. That's fine. But I want you to understand the unlimited modifications you can make to the scenery in the background of that bag. And it comes down to e-commerce product placement. Very, very important. You may have a particular background or a placement for that product. Okay. So either you have a particular placement for that product, or maybe your client wants it in a certain environment, i.e., make it appear on a kitchen table, a work table, in the shop, okay, in the shopping mall, or maybe you want it on the top of a mountain, maybe you want it on the Eiffel Tower, maybe you want it on planet Mars, right? So you get the gist of it. You can modify the environment so you can really make your product stand out. And why is that important? Because when it comes to selling, it's all about the presentation of the product. I cannot stress that. I just cannot stress that point as much as possible. Okay, you have to understand, when it comes to marketing, you are marketing a product. Now I want you to imagine, every single one of you, when you're thinking about getting product, let's just use McDonald's, or McDonald's or some kind of fast food joint as an example. When they're showing you their product, even if it's a cheeseburger, hamburger, or a Big Mac, or whatever it may be, they make sure it's the best looking, I'm not talking about taste, the best looking Big Mac possible in a presentation, in a video, right? And there are people that will make sure that the food's not even edible, but the way they capture, or they build the burger up and they capture the image of it, because it's marketing. They're psychologically or subconsciously selling you the product. Okay, generally people, or typically, you've already purchased it in your mind before you actually get the product, isn't it? It's all about selling. So whether it's for you or your clients, whether you got a mug, a cup, or bag, whatever type of merchandise that you have, it's about the presentation of it. And I'm going to show you other, there's other apps here that you can put your t-shirt on, different objects or products, whatever it may be. And one thing they'll ask you, do you want a simple background, or do you want to modify your background? Okay. Very, very important points. So once you do that, you can just say, look, and actually, let me just show you. Let's have a look. So in my library, you can see some of the placements that I made. Of some of the placements, you've got the female there. You can see you can put more than one character. I think that looks pretty cool. You can see some of the quality of the images are second to none. Okay, so here you have this male figure, especially when you come to selling, demonstrating it, and it's not limited to just t-shirts. I want you to understand it's just not limited to t-shirts. You can use any kind of, we're looking at creating different types of merchandising backgrounds and make those customizations. So you can see some designs that I created, etc., etc. The reason I'm showing you these designs will make sense in just a moment. So you've got this design, we've got Shrek. So these designs, we can go to places like Free Pick. Very, very important. If I want to go find any style of design, look, we've got this cat here. Or if I'm looking for a design I want to maybe put on a t-shirt, let's have a look. I can go to, here's other things you can create, apparel, devices, print, packaging. We can use all of that using Mirror Magic. Also, if I go to images here, okay, we've got illustrations. Let's just look at illustrations. And imagine some of this you could put on a t-shirt. You can make it very unique. And if I go back to images, I can put, let's have a look, texture. or patterns. Patterns are a good one for t-shirts. And you can see some of this stuff, camouflage, white and black patterns. So you've got a whole variety that you could technically choose from different styles. Okay. Let's have a look at Redbubble. Okay. Can everyone see Redbubble? Is it showing on my screen? Redbubble is a great place. It's like a marketplace that will allow you to upload and create your own stores and products. Whether it's images, if you go here, we got exploring, t-shirts. And this is the key thing. When you're coming to sites like this, it will allow you to do research at the same time. When I mean research, look at the categories: vintage, music, and fresh finds. Okay, different funny t-shirts, vintage posters. You've got clothing, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, hats, socks, dresses, tank tops, leggings, skirts, stickers, funny stickers, car stickers, bumper stickers, water bottle stickers, cool stickers. Come back to Artistly. Let's have a look. We can use the AI section, but I just want to show you this one. Fast. Text and image. Artwork, stickers. Okay. Memes. So we can create those designs, can't we? And then we could have them placed onto sites like Redbubble. Okay, just simply using Artistly. We don't need to go and set this up. Now, one thing, if you look at stuff like this, like if we go phone cases, wall art, okay, we could do all of that. If you have a look, can you see on these items, where is it gone? Here you go. You've got prices £20, $15, sorry. You got here $29, $19, $13. This is a live site people are selling. Okay. So you can now come to sites like Redbubble, sign up for free, and you can have your listings of products on sites like this. Now, I want to make, I kind of want to show you something right now. See this design here, this design here, and this design here. Can everyone see this design? Or even this design? See all of these designs? Can anyone tell me why these are so important? These designs here. We've got a bag here. We've got look Shrek. This Shrek here, and we've got this graphic design. Can anyone in the chat box? I just want anyone to give me a wild guess why I'm pointing these ones out. Come on, everyone. Don't be shy. I want you to be engaged. If you're falling asleep, I'm gonna have to get everybody to jump up and start, punching the air. Okay, so Reed saying we can create the design. Someone saying different merch. You want one is saying you made them because we can recreate them. So you made them. Fantastic, brilliant. That's exactly what it is. So these are actually my listings that I created using Artistly. I haven't done any work. I haven't gone and hired a design or anything like that. Okay, all created by Artistly. Now, in order to create by Artistly, if I go here to my profile, if I go to sell your art, you can see create products, set up shop. You can see how simple this stuff is. Okay, add new work. Okay, it will take you through a number of different steps. However, once you've done it, you can see, look, upload or copy an existing work portfolio. You can see some of the stuff that I've already done. Okay, So if I went to this chap here, let's go to view. Once you've set it up, okay, you upload it. This is how it'll appear. Okay. And you can see the different variations, and especially the different products I can put on them. But you can see how quickly. Now, I do not have to deal with the payments or distribution or the delivery of the product. Redbubble will be the complete fulfillment service for you. So the next question one may ask is, how does this work? I mean, why would they do everything for you? Because every time a sale is made, they will take a percentage of the sale. Okay. So the next logical way of looking at it is that you are essentially making money for someone else doing basically doing all the heavy work, all the running around, the lifting work for you. Okay. Furthermore, if you wanted to, you could take the listing of what you've created, and we can go place them, all the images, and we can place them on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, marketplaces, eBay, Pinterest, TikTok, Twitter, or X. You can do all of that stuff. Okay. So the question is, have I sold anything? To be honest, I have not really gone and pushed anything. I create it as a demonstration. Now, if I was active, if I spent time and I maybe took the link and I went and placed it in a site, then it's about generating traffic, isn't it? Okay. So that's the key thing. You have to be consistent. It's not the case that you will build it and they will come, because some sites are different where you have to put a little bit effort into it. Now, if I went to places like, Facebook, I just want to show you something. Okay. If I go here, sell t-shirts. Okay. Let's go to groups, sell t-shirts. Look at this. T-shirt designs, buy and sell. Okay, 11,000 people, 43,000 people. Buy and sell t-shirt designs, 53,000, 7,000, 12,000. Now, what happens if you start posting your link? You're going to get traffic, and that's what it's about. That's why it's so important with these graphics and using, creating those product placements and those model shots. We can place them all over the internet, and then it will create a backlink back to your store. Okay. But there will be other platforms which we'll have a look at that some of them will actually help generate you traffic. Okay. So coming back here, there's this site here. Okay. So you can see that. And if I wanted to, actually, this would be good. If I go back here to manage portfolio, I'll kind of show you what it will look like. If I go to this little cog, if I go edit. So when you're coming through, here's another key thing, is that everything that you see, whether it's the title, the tags, and the description, were all created using ChatGPT. Okay, AI did all of this for me. I didn't have to do anything. And you can see all the different types of merchandise which I can enable or disable, and I can have it in my store, whether it's a pillow or a mouse pad, a card poster, a laptop skin, a sleeve, a mug, okay, drawstring bag, a scarf on the clock, a pin button. I just want you, hopefully it's demonstrating that there's so much variety you could choose from. But the key thing here is that you don't have to physically have it in your inventory. Redbubble will fulfill that to the end user. Okay, really important point there. Next, this is where things get a little bit more interesting. So this is one place, okay, Redbubble. So I'll definitely say go ahead and have a look at Redbubble, okay? And you can see there's another version here. If I go back, let's go back to Redbubble. Oh, if I go to the shop, actually, let's leave. This is what the shop will look like. You can see if there's any comments. Okay. Really nice, simple site. I made it very quickly. Manage portfolio. Let's have a look at something else. Look at the splash. I can have a look at that splash design, and I can put on different t-shirts and keep it very nice and minimal. Okay, all using Artistly's design capability. Next, now this part is where I want you to get excited a little bit more. Why? Because it's Printful. So this is another alternative. Now, why Printful is such a power from what I've seen when testing this out and doing the process of it, If I go to my stores now, this I created a store previously. I've disconnected it now anyway, but there was a Shopify store. Now the funny thing is, obviously, I showed it on stream, and I think someone tried accessing this store because I got an email notification. So I thought that was quite interesting. However, having said that, I can connect it to Shopify, and more importantly, I can connect it. There's so many different e-commerce platforms you can connect this to. So what this means is, Printful is the fulfillment service. Not only will they fulfill the service, they'll also take payment and distribution of the payment or sales that are made. So they will handle everything for you. Okay. So Clifford said a very good question. Do you have to provide a perfect image to Redbubble for them to create the end product for you? Technically, no. However, having said that, if you want a very good placement on the model, there are going to be obviously certain dimensions you need to adhere to. So, you can go to Redbubble, they'll have a guide on that. And then obviously you can come back to Artistly, make sure you're within those parameters. Okay. But coming back to this, so you can see Printful will connect to so many platforms, whether it's Shopify, Etsy, Wix, WooCommerce. We've got eBay there, TikTok Shop, Walmart, Gumroad, and I'm pretty sure there's other ways as well. You can do them manually. Okay, manual integration, manual order platform. Okay. Now, what I was able to do, I went ahead and created something on eBay. So eBay is another really easy place that you could do. Okay. So can you create stores on Facebook? You could create a page there, some level of store. I don't see why not. Okay. So here, create an email account. And then what I do, okay, so here we have a store connected, and I'll be very honest with you. I'm going to show you this actually. Let me see if I can pull this up. So if I was going to connect anything, like let's see Etsy. Okay, if I go connect, once you've got you have an account anyway with Etsy or eBay or whatever account you want to set up. There's a nice video that shows you, but all it's going to ask you is connect. You put your username, password, and it will literally connect. It's going to show you something like you're given permissions to connect to the third party like Etsy, and it's allowing Printful to connect and manage. I'll read this actually. It will see listings. It will create and edit the listings in your shop. It will see your sales and purchases. It will, update your sales and purchases information, etc., etc. Okay. So Printful drop shipping for custom print products, warehouse and fulfillment will have permission to do the following. So it's doing everything for you. I cannot, really push that point home more than enough. It is doing everything, whether it's the warehouse, in the storage, the fulfillment, the printing of the products, the physical product. They will do it for you. Okay. Now, if I go to eBay, I'll show you the manual way. If I go to my eBay and I go to selling. Now, if I wanted to do, okay, so it's going to ask me for information. Let me see if I can get this in there. Okay, just bear with me, stand by, and put all the old secret information in there. I'm pretty sure it's going to ask me for a secret key. So let me get that number there. Let me see. Let's find out what the security code is. Let's have a look. 9. Okay. What is it gone? 18. Okay, I'm verifying. Oh, it's not working. Very odd. Okay. I didn't get the code. No, it's not going to work right now. Maybe I have to wait because you can see there I've just done that. But anyway, put that aside. Let's put that aside because I have one that I've made earlier. Now, can everyone see this? This is what I made with Artistly. Okay, this is actually live on eBay right now. This item, look, your item is for sale right now at $22. Okay, so you can see oversized heavyweight t-shirt. It's got my design, and remember, here I just done a really quick ugly design. This is why I said, using Artistly, we can create those beautiful mock-ups of those models displaying our t-shirt on a physical person that we create using Artistly, and we would put it into the image section. Okay, but for this I just wanted to demonstrate how quickly you can do this right off the bat. And you can see, look, deliveries there, all the information, blah blah blah, size, etc etc. Now you're probably thinking, yeah, it looks great that it's on there, but have you actually got this t-shirt to sell? Like, have you already got it printed? And the answer is no, I don't. I don't have it ready. However, here, if I go to stores, check this out. It's already connected. Now, the way I was able to do this, this is the thing that's going to blow the socks off of your feet. I didn't need to go eBay and create it from scratch under selling. I didn't have to do any of that. I tried it the first time and it was a complete nightmare. But for me, I just have to go and select add product. Once I go to add product, guess what's going to happen? It's there. Okay, that's fine. That's connected. It's going to ask me to select a product, and check this out. Remember I mentioned different styles of products that you can do. Now, if a product's there that I can't see, that I don't have, I'll just come here. Let's say mug. Let's see if a mug is there. Okay, white glossy mug. Fine. Great. So I've got a white mug. And then if I have my design that I've created in Artistly, I just come and I drag and drop it onto the mug design. Okay, so let's just say, let's see if I've got any nice designs. I go to create design because I've got one already, I'm pretty sure, somewhere. So I go to create design because I just want to go to the media library. Go to my media library. Let's have a look. Aha, here you go. Use image. So let's just look at this image. Okay, I'll make it a bit smaller. Export. Let's just go export. Best for printing. Okay. And that project's done now. So what I do next, I come back to here. I take my image, drag and drop, and let's have a look. So as we're waiting for that to load, remember it's on this print. What is it? Yeah, okay. Have I actually put it on there? Upload your image design. Let's have a look. Is it the correct image? Okay. Okay. Can everyone see that? Look at that. My image design. I could make that bigger if I want. Okay. And remember, it says upload a larger image. We can make a larger image. We can even upscale it using Artistly. I can close that. Now I can have a look at my mug, how it looks. Okay, yeah, really nice, really modern design. And I go continue. Okay, each design, yeah, etc. etc. I'm just going to show you how quickly you can do this. So let's just go continue next. You can see custom mockups or basic mockups. Let's just go for choose mockups. Let's go for this lady here. Remember, we can do this ourselves using Artistly. And you can see all the information's in there. We can go ahead and we can change things around. We can use ChatGPT, make adjustments as we see fit. Go continue. And you can see estimated prices, your earnings. Because remember, they're doing a lot of the legwork for you, okay? Go to continue, submit to the store. And what it's just done, it's created the listing for me and is now syndicated with the eBay store. And it's pushing the listing Printful is just created to the store in a live environment of the store, right? I don't need to go to eBay and go through their steps and duplicate it here. It's doing it from one place and it's fulfilling it and it's syndicating it to the store. So now let's have a look. Okay, we can see now, look, it has now been submitted. I go here, let's go and view in eBay. Okay, view in eBay, and check this out. Our mug is now done. How cool is that? That's our mug. But we could create even better images and come and edit this if we wanted and place them in there. And it's actually live. There you go. Your item is for sale. Okay. And here you can see, look, the description, the specifics of it, etc., etc. And you can see sellers other items. If I go there, let's go see what else have I got in my inventory. I got the t-shirt. Check these out. I've even got my t-shirt here, okay, that I created. Check this out. Now, who thinks that's amazing? Who thinks that they can do that? So yeah, Dick is saying we are only paid for design, not physical products. So no, you get the best of both worlds. This is the point. Not only can you now sell your designs, but we can now use those designs on e-commerce style products that you can sell, right, by placing on these platforms and let them do the selling for you. So you don't have to have any physical inventory when it comes to e-commerce. Retain, I've done it on Printify, so fantastic. Amazing, amazing indeed. Then we got Juan saying easy to do. Clifford, that's so cool. Nice process and totally cool. Barbara. So that's the key thing. And remember, check this out. Look, you could add your latest design. This is why it's again. they are encouraging you to generate as many products as possible. Look, we've got a mug. We've got a different version of the mug. They put it on the travel mug. Remember, Yash showed you earlier on the travel mug. We've got a different style of mug. We've got a paper frame, etc., etc. Okay. And the key thing is that there's nothing stopping you from coming to stores. Okay, if you go to stores, you can create as many stores as you want. So you can cater for different audiences on different stores. Look, even Amazon Marketplace, okay? Some really big stores, Amazon Marketplace, Etsy, Wix, etc., etc. And then what you can do, okay, you come here and let's have a look. So you can look at the URL. So you see the URL at the top? That's essentially the store address, isn't it? So you can take that and then we can use the graphic and we can go on places like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We can go Pinterest with our graphic and we can place our URL to our shop in these places of social media, okay, to generate traffic. So online strategy, I'll have it on Redbubble for now. We'll go to Printify next. So like place like Pinterest, you can see if you come to Pinterest, let's have a look. Obviously, you need to sign in, but if you're not signing in, let's have a quick look. Explore. Let's go for design. And you can see this is how it would appear. And this is the key thing. Can you see here's one design? Can you see that link here? It goes towards Instagram. It's a clickable link URL that will take you somewhere. And here you can see they've put a link there. Okay. And over 350 people have liked their link. And that means they are getting traffic. Okay. They are generating this graphic, or they're generating traffic that is then going towards a call to action. Like Instagram. And just remember, by using these variety of different platforms, okay, because you're not limited just by one or two. Use all of them. Use as many as you want. Okay, this will maximize your revenue or your revenue streams by, doing a variety of different, products and different merchandise that you can easily use by using Artistly and coming in and using. Okay. Let's have a look inside one of the stores. Check this out. Look at this. T-shirt designed by me for any queries. So you could take a picture of this person's T-shirt, put it on a model, and say, "Look, I'll help you. You know, I've got your T-shirt designs. Do you want to buy these modeled images? We use Merch Magic." Okay, so many. So maybe we should have a contest in the inner circle and sell our design to each other using for just for fun and practice. So okay. So yeah, you can generate high quality images by changing the default aspect ratio. Later, you can upscale using the upscaler feature to increase their resolution. So in order to find that, let me actually show you just for those that might not know where it is. If you want to really up the quality of any images, like really whack out high level quality, you simply go to the menu up AI upscaler and you will upload an image, okay, or URL or the personal design function. So any design or any image, you just simply upload. So say for example, if I got this bag, upscale bag, yes, upscale only, upscale design, okay, and that's it. That's all you would have to do. Okay, much more crispier, sharper image reflected in even the dimensions. Okay. Right, this is a good. Let's have a look at this question. It sounds way too labor intensive to be practical for any real high level income. So I think I had a conversation with someone today about this because they had some obstacles like mental challenges, or sometimes you overthink it. Now, I would put it to you, what would be labor intensive about coming to somewhere artistly, creating a design, and then coming to one website, Printful, that's already syndicated with your store, and just selecting new order, and then go to eBay and creating, okay, look, test your design, create an order. Where's the labor intensive aspect of it? Now, you could argue it's labor intensive, but then somebody may be working a very labor intensive 9 to 5 in construction, cleaning, countless 10, 10, 15 hour days. So it's going to be subjective. But what works for you may not work for somebody else, and vice versa. Okay. It's about you. Okay. There's people there's so many millions of people come every day, and this notion of things are getting saturated is simply not true. But yeah, Clifford is easier than hiring a model and taking pictures. It's a much more longer and has more of a financial impact than anything from doing it the more labor intensive way of hiring a model, hiring a location, photographer, getting the images and producing them. Okay. Now imagine promoting on Instagram every day. 100%. It's all about consistency. Most people fail because they've already failed before they've even taken any action. Majority of the cases, okay, where people they've already given up mentally, and what it is because they're not doing it, they will try to stop others from doing it. So I want everyone to know it just comes down to personal responsibility. It's up to you as the individual. What is it that you want, and are you willing to do whatever it takes? Okay, are you willing to be consistent and take steady action on a daily basis? Okay. Yeah, once you have a design, you can put it on a dozen different products. Okay, so up until this point, we've covered quite a lot. And in the just right now, if you have access to Artistly and you haven't done this yet, we would absolutely love for you to leave a review. Okay, we would love for you to leave a review for Artistly. Okay, so let's see if I can get that up. You'll see it on the screen right now. Artistly review.